Welcome to the 29th floor. I'm Jill Bernstein and I'm here with Kate Davis and we are talking about productivity. What is going on here? Why are we so suddenly obsessed with productivity? Is it because of the way the economy has changed? What's going on?
I think that's part of it. The economy's changed. A lot of people became more entrepreneurial. A lot of people started freelancing. And when you're doing those things, it's a constant hustle to find work, to make sure that every day counts. And then those of us who kept our jobs were really concerned about the same thing, proving our worth, getting as much done as possible. It kind of speaks to a really beautiful thing about human nature, right? That we always want to be a better version of ourselves. The mindfulness has become really important in the last couple of years too, and people are looking for ways to get more done and to have more important things to kind of show for their lives.
In our productivity issue that we just released, have a big feature that lists tips and hacks for ways that you can get the most out of your day from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you go to bed at night. You sift through this all day long. What have you found to be the tried and true tips?
Yeah, we do a lot of those stories that have really interesting, quirky things in them, like drink coffee at this precise time because your brain chemistry says it's the best and that'll make you the most productive. And those are really fun to try out. But there are ones that I think kind of are overarching. They're here to stay and they're not very fun, but they're very effective. The first one is probably the most difficult for a lot of people, and it's to get up an hour earlier every day. You can meditate, you can work out, you can work on your novel, you can just check your email and just prepare meals for the day. You can get that stuff done that you, in those quiet hours that you wouldn't otherwise. People from Ben Franklin to Hemingway got up an hour early to get stuff done. The second one is really difficult for a lot of managers, and it's to delegate.
It seems so much easier than calling somebody else in your office, say, here's what you're gonna do, and I'll walk you through this, and then they have mistakes and they have questions, and it's just like, oh, let me just do it.
Exactly, yeah. But if you take that time to train that person, it's the teach a man to fish thing,
right.
Then they get the skills, they're building their career, and you're not gonna feel so burnt out, and like you wasted your time.
And it ends up being good for your organization overall.
It's good for everybody, yeah. And then the third one would be to, and this is really difficult for a lot of people too, is to unplug. When you're like always checking your smartphone, you're checking your email at dinner and stuff, our brains are actually not capable of multitasking. We all think we're so great at multitasking.
So when I'm doing my grocery list as I'm walking to work,
you're actually not effectively doing two things at once, you're just doing two things really bad at the same time. A better method would be to spend some focused time on email. Say, I'm going to check email for 1 hour, respond to all of my emails, and turn it off. And you'll actually, one, your family will probably like you better because you're actually like talking to them, and two, you're gonna sleep better because the blue light of mobile devices like tricks your brain into thinking it's sunlight, so you don't sleep as well. So then you can get up an hour earlier.
Well, thank you. We'd love to hear what works for you. What have you found makes you most productive? So please share it with us at #29thFloor.